Right now, we'd like to welcome Dr. Valerie Walker to the Sister Strut stage. Dr. Valerie Walker is a family medicine physician with a patient log of over 6,000, you all. Yes. She practices holistic, traditional, and spiritual healing methods and is in demand, and everybody wants to hear her because she's a phenomenal public speaker. She even hosts her own television show. It's called House Calls with Dr. Valerie Walker.
And how's everybody doing on this wonderful morning? And you know, every year I come to you and sing, and I come to you and praise and dance. And I just want to tell you, I'm a Christian physician. I always tell my patients, if you got a problem with it, you got to go find yourself another doctor, because we're going to pray for your health first. So today our theme is coming out of David in the Bible. Y'all remember David? He went up against Goliath, and when they laughed at him and told him he wasn't nothing but a little poopy shepherd boy tending the sheep, they asked him, whose name do he come in? He said, I come in the name of Jesus. So this morning we coming in the name of Jesus to stop our breast cancer, and we're going to do it the way David did it. You know the way he did it? And I just want y'all to remember these 3 letters for me. He danced, he prayed, and he sang. So ladies, we're going to do that. And I'm going to get 3 survivors up here that we've got $100 gift certificates for. I got a crispy $100 bill in my hand. Who's going to go to the lady who can outdance me? All right? Okay. I need you, baby. I need you up here. I need you up here. Got the signs. All right. I need you, and I need 2 other survivors. Okay. Come on. I need 1 more survivor. All right. Right here. Oh, all right. Well, go on up there then. Go on up there. Oh, Lord, we got so many survivors. We're going to leave them all up there. We'll get that money later. Oh, my God. Okay, that's enough survivors. Oh, my goodness. Because y'all going to vote on who danced the best and who outdanced me. And the $100 is going to the person in the audience who outdanced me, period. All right. We're going to dance a very simple song. It won't take long. Erica told me, Dr. Walker, please don't go out there and step down all day long. And I told her I would not do that. The song is very simple. It just says, when the Spirit of the Lord comes upon my heart, I will dance like David danced. So put your hands together.
That's right, that's right. Put those hands together all over this place. We come to praise him and lift him up because he's worthy to be praised. I'll see you ready. I said, I'll see you ready. Put your hands together. Come on. When the Spirit of the Lord comes upon my heart, I will dance like David danced. Spirit of the Lord comes upon my heart, I will dance like David danced. I will dance, I will dance like David danced. I will dance, I will dance like David danced.
What is going on in America? And did y'all know that they just voted America the most unhealthiest place in the world to live? They said everybody here has high cholesterol, your knees hurt, your back hurt, you got carpal tunnel syndrome, diabetes, we're all overweight, high blood pressure, and heart disease. And that's just not bad. I mean, in a country like ours where we are so affluent, we have such good health care, something is going wrong. So before you leave out of here today, I promise you, I'm going to let you all know where we started to go wrong, and better still when I finish, what we're going to do about it. Is that good? All right, that's good. All right, let's get started. You know, being a doctor sometimes is a very noble and humbling experience, because you get all kind of patients who call in your office and want to talk to you, and you always get that little patient. You ever had a job where you get that patient that know everything about everything and you can't tell them nothing? Well, I'm here today to straighten out a few things we need to know, because I remember one patient in particular, and you can tell that particular patient when I walk in the room. I said, "Good morning, Miss So-and-so. How you feeling today?" "I don't know." I said, "Okay, that's fine." I said, "What's bothering you today?" "I want you to find out." I said, "Oh, okay." So it goes on that little dialogue a little longer, but you know, God always got a way of busting you out when you come in, walking in pride and all this stuff. I said, well, let's just start with the history. They always told us in medical school, get the history of the person first. I said, well, let's just start with your history. You know, since you know so much and everything I try to tell us, I already knew that. I went on the internet and I looked that up, and she did the little neck ring on me. I said, okay, that's fine. I said, let's just go into your past medical history. Have you ever had surgery? She went, yeah, I had surgery. I had a hysterectomy twice. So I said all that to say sometimes people don't understand, and that's why I love to go out and to give these types of presentations so that you'll have a good understanding. Or you won't be like the patient. Sometimes you have to give bad news at a doctor's office. It's not always good news. I'm looking at one of my nurses, Rhonda, sitting there. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's not. And I always remember whenever I have to give a patient bad news about their health care, guess what the first thing they do? They throw their hands up on the head. They go into the drama mode, and they always look me straight in the eye and go, oh, Dr. Walker, why did this have to happen to me? And I always ask them, well, who else you had in mind? We call them, you give them the phone number, we can get to them. So all kind of things happen at the doctor's office. I just wanted y'all to know something, no sense. But the why we got to be voted the most unhealthiest, richest, but most unhealthiest country in the world. Have y'all noticed that things have changed? People done changed. People mean. People rude for no reason. You speak to people in the morning, good morning. What's so good about it? You okay, that's fine. Not only has the people changed, the food has changed. Nothing tastes the way it did years ago when you was growing up. I remember I come from a little town called McIntyre, Georgia. It's only 300 people. I always say it's 299 now, because I think I'm about the only one that has ever left. It's so small, they call it Jump Off Georgia. They said a bus slow down, and you jump off. So that's what your little nugget. So it's a small little town. And I remember in the old days, looked like we would have these things. Anybody remember 2 for a penny cookies? I'm not trying to tell my age also. Anybody remember 2 for a penny cookies? You don't remember. She's too young. Aaron, I think I'm too young. But they would be in big jars. And they would always reach in and give you the little cookie. You were so happy. You left out there with your 2 for a penny cookies, and you was happy. Oh, they had the big dill pickles that set up on the table, and you would pick the one you want, and invariably be the one at the bottom. And he would always have to go down and rake it up. They'd be this big, this wide. Nowhere you go buy a dill pickle can you find one that tastes the way it did those many years ago. So the food, trust me, is not the same as it was when you was growing up. So not only have the food changed, the people have changed, the whole world has changed. You know, we're seeing such uprising, even just in the weather. I don't ever remember these many storms and tornadoes. And every time you listen to the news and they talk about the weather, guess what the first thing they say about it? First time in history this has ever happened. First time in history this has ever happened. So things have changed. So as things change, we've got to change also. And we've got to focus in on our health care. Today I'm going to bring y'all a small, quick message of how to make your life healthier and better. All right, so how do we get there? See, before you can correct any problem, you got to know how you arrive there so you can make some changes. Well, the first way we arrived at where we are now, we turned into a nation that stopped moving. We don't like to move. We get insulted and we got to move. We get insulted and we can't find a remote control and it's right there on the table next to you. When you got to reach over there to pick it up, you get mad. You mean, who moved my remote? I keep my remote right here next to me. So all I got to do is reach down and pick it up. Do y'all know in the old days, you had to actually get up, go to a television. You have 2 channels. Now, don't act like you had all these thousands of channels that you got now. You only had 2, and you had to get up and you had to go physically turn the channel and come back and sit down. If you want to see something else, you had to go turn again. But now televisions are so different, you could watch about 20 stations at one time. I have a pastor, she told me, she said, Dr. Walker, I've never missed none of the preachers on Sunday. I said, well, I miss some because I have some I like that come on the different channel. She said, my television, I can line them all up on the same screen and listen to them all preach at one time. I said, okay. So them just showing you how the things have really changed. Even in the old days, I tell you something else that have changed. My grandmother used to have that one. So everything, all our food, and let me tell you something else. It's a fast food restaurant. Have y'all noticed this? On every corner in America. Fast food. And people say, oh, I don't have time. I have to eat fast food, Dr. Walker, because I don't have time to cook. I'm busy. I got 2 jobs. I got kids. I'm a single parent. You know the fastest food in the world is to run yourself into one of these stores and grab you a bag of apples and some oranges and run yourself through the speedy checkout. Now that's checkout. Now that's fast food. That is fast food right there. So we have got to get ourselves off of all this fast food. That's terrible. And then the other thing is, not only is the food plentiful and it's everywhere you look, it is not healthy. You all need to know a lot of people in America that have a lot of the restaurants, they don't eat the stuff we eat. They don't eat what they serve us. They serve us one thing, but if you go watch their little plates, they'll look a little healthier than what you eat, and y'all all know what I'm talking about. So just be cognizant when you eat out. I don't mind you eating out, but limit when you eat out. Try your best to eat fresh. Try, if you can't do fresh, do frozen, which is best. Do canned last. Did y'all know canned foods can stay on the shelf 2 or 3 years and still be edible? Expiration date could be the year 15. Who want to eat a string bean picked 5 years ago? To me in my mind, that's just not sinking. You know, I just don't want that string bean. So try to eat fresh and then frozen. A lot of times people talk about the cost and they say, oh, Dr. Walker, it's so expensive I can't get it. A lot of the stores and wards now, they're doing these things called 10 for 10. So whenever you see them with the vegetables, 10 for 10 and all, just go stock up on them and freeze them. If they're not already froze, you know, just rinse them and put them in the little bags and keep them for future. But I got to increase your intake of fresh fruits and vegetables. Leave the canned stuff on the shelf. I tell my patients, when you walk in the grocery store, they're real smart. Guess what? The first thing you see to the right of every grocery store, you see fruits and vegetables, the produce department. So I tell my patients, I said, let me tell you something. They trick you. They got the fruits and vegetables first, but on the other side of the store, they got the milk and eggs, because they want you to travel through the store, and all the fattening good stuff they want you to get is in the aisles. So you're in there hungry, you haven't eaten for 3 or 4 hours, there go the leftover fried chicken in bags for $3.99, with a little bag of lettuce next to it as you try to make your way to get your milk and your eggs. So what I tell my patients, one, never go to a grocery store hungry, because you're going to buy everything in there. Everything look good to you, and when you come out, you went in there for 3 things, and when you come out the store, you got about 10 bags in your buggy. Never ever do that. And the other thing I tell my patients is try to shop from the produce department. And once you leave out there, you really should be heading yourself out the store. It's really not much up and down the aisles you need. It's really not. Because most of the things up and down the aisles of all the major supermarkets in America is either canned in a box. And you don't need it. And you can go and get a little fish out the fish department, but still they'll be on your way on out the door. I tell my patients, I say, I better not catch y'all in that store with a bag full of all that junk, up and down cruising, up and down the grocery store line, just throwing stuff in your buggy. I said, I'm going to make you real shame in that store. I said, so please don't do that. Don't do it. So always remember, produce department first, load your budget, even try stuff you never tried before, some weird looking fruit or vegetable water. The other thing that happened to us was not only the food plentiful, but it's bad food. So I'm not saying plentiful in the food your great grandmama grew and all that. I'm talking bad with the pesticides and all this stuff going. It's so much stuff in pesticides, it's even arsenic in pesticides. Did y'all know that? It's embalming fluid in pesticides. So if you wake up one day and you feel a little stiff, Okay, you think that don't mean husband and wife doing a little something to you? It just may be that what you eat is loaded with those pesticides. So you got to be cognizant of what you put in your body. The human body is the temple of God. God lives in there. Why y'all dumping all that stuff on God? This is terrible. This is not good. So that's the other thing. The other thing that happened is, you know what? Our pastime, gossip, has just become the favorite indoor sport of Christians. Meaning we're not getting out doing anything. We just sitting around running our mouth about things we suspect, things we don't know, things we think might happen, etc. And that's not good too. The whole time we spend around sitting around gossiping about things we don't know, we could be somewhere walking somebody's track, getting you some fresh air and some exercise, because we found out also most people in America are vitamin D deficient. And that's because we don't get a lot of sunshine. We don't go outside. We stay outside, we peep outside, ooh, it's too hot out there, ooh, I'm not going that way. But look how God made the body. You get vitamin D from the sun. Isn't that something? The sun triggers the whole reaction in your body to make vitamin D. So if you never go out in the sun, then you don't have any vitamin D. Dark complected people are a little resistant to sun. The rays don't penetrate as well, so you may still need some supplement, but for sure, ask your doctor to check your vitamin D level. You'll feel a whole lot better, give you energy, make the bones and muscles really, really strong, so you'll feel a whole lot better. So make sure your doctor's checking your vitamin D level. The other place we went wrong, so our food is plentiful, but it's bad food, is that everything is automated. We don't have to do nothing anymore. The can opener, remember the old-fashioned can opener that you had to go around the little can and do this with your little hand? You don't have to do any of that anymore. All the can openers are electric. Our jobs, my granddad worked in fields all day long. He worked at a chalk mine. He walked back and forth to work. We don't have to do nothing anymore. In fact, I have patients who get mad when I won't give them a handicap sticker that they want to just park close to the front of the store. I said, so why you want a handicap sticker? Sometimes it be raining and in and about when it rains, this old right shoulder sometimes give me a little misery, Dr. Walker. I said, on your way in that store, just keep moving that little shoulder around and hang your step right on in there, because I am not giving you a handicap sticker. There is a law of physics that says a body in motion tend to stay in motion. A body at rest tend to stay at rest. If you want to get stiff, go to bed. Go lay in a bed. Even when you're sick and got a cold or a flu, that's why we tell you to get up quicker. You go lay in that bed about a day or two, you can't hardly move when you get out. You walk the night, holding on to the walls. We're trying to make it to the bathroom. So you have got to keep moving. God gave us our body for a reason. He gave us motion for a reason. The human body has hundreds of bones and muscles. He didn't do that just for you to sit down at a computer all day long. I have seen more carpal tunnel syndrome, neck pain, problems with people with arthritis in the neck, in the shoulders, the elbows, the knees, the lower back and the feet. Because you know why? We have become a nation where all we're doing is sitting like this, looking straight ahead. I've had a patient, she watched the computer screen so long trying to finish her report, she had a grand mal seizure. Just sitting there. So I'm saying it's just not good. Get up and stretch. Even if your job is requiring a lot of computer work, get up and stretch and turn and all. Just don't sit there for 8 minutes looking straight ahead. When we drive from work, all we just sitting there looking straight ahead in the traffic. When we get home and get on computers, all we just sitting there looking straight ahead. God didn't give us the body to do that. He wants you to walk. He wants you to run. He wants you to jog. He wants you to swim, do yoga. I always tell my patients, do what you like to do. Because everybody got, like I like to walk. I like to walk early in the morning. I put TV Jakes or somebody on in my little CD player and I just walk. Walking is good. Guess who walked everywhere he went and breathed 33 years? He walked everywhere. So the biggest thing you can do that I really want to leave y'all with is keep stress out your life. We are one stressed out people. We can't sleep at night anymore. The best sleeping pill in the world is peace of mind. Our brains don't shut us. Our brains talk us all that out. Oh, girl, your boss is mean to you. You know you got bills to pay. You know the rent is due tomorrow morning. We cannot get our brains to shut off. And then we got to get the stress out of our life. We worry about things that's going to happen 10 years from now. Oh, girl, 10 years from now, I may not even have a job. 10 years from now, none of us may have a job. You know, that's why the Bible, you always got to go back to the Bible. God said he gives you manna for what? One day. He's not concerned about the future. God holds the future. If the only thing you worry about is what may happen, then you ain't hopping with nobody but Satan. And you know who's in control of what may happen on your past? It's Satan. Every time Satan try to show you your past, like show you, oh girl, you know when you were little, you got molested. Oh girl, you know that man ran off and left you for the lady and your best friend. Whenever Satan try to show you your past like this, all you should do when you look back in your past and see Jesus, for one simple reason, is nothing you can do with the past.
That's right.
It's over, it's done, and guess
That's
what?
right.
That's all Satan can show you is the past.
Right.
You know why? The only way he can show you, the only thing he can show you is the past is because God is in control of everything else. So all Satan gonna do is keep you remembering, oh girl, remember when you was young and your dad died. Remember when your mama left you on the doorstep.
Yeah.
So all you do is look at the past. So Satan happy. You know why he happy? He said, you know what, girl? Let's me and you hook up and walk this planet together. Because guess what? Just like Jesus did you wrong and let you get molested when you were 2, he did me wrong too. He kicked me out of heaven. I had nothing. And he just kicked me right out of heaven. So let's me and you have this little pity party and let's just walk this world together. So that's why you got to give that pass up to Jesus and look forward to your future. Take care of your health.